Can you hear me now? Yo, yo, yo. Can you hear me now? Wow. Wow. So for the past 10 minutes, I've been talking to myself. That is crazy. That is crazy. I've been talking to myself past 10 minutes. Oh my days. Oh my days. Parham, you definitely are the man. You just saved me. Saved the stream. Fuck's sake. Oh my days. Look, and right as I fix the microphone, that's when the viewer count go up. Alright. Whatever. Anyway, what I was saying in the past 10 minutes is I was explaining what both of these line of code were, and I was just working my way through it, finding this answer logically. I don't remember what I said, but I basically just said, like, for example, num in this iteration is 3, and then answer is 8, so then that would be 3 plus 8, which is 11, and then you just recursively repeat that function until you get the right answer. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I need to get a new microphone. That sorts it. I'm buying a new microphone, man. My next paycheck, let's see. I'm gonna sidetrack a little sec. So I do like the Blue Yeti microphones. I'm gonna get another one. The one I have now is Blue Yeti. Right, it's just the nano version. It's not the popular version. And I've had it for like 6 years, so it survived long enough. I'm happy with it. Long enough, man. Okay. It's only about £100. I'm good. That's good. That's good. Alright, I'll buy it when I get my paycheck then. Yeah, I can't understand any C-Lang other than CSS. Did you just say C is CSS? Bro. CSS is not C. What are you talking about? What are you chatting about? Hey, do you use DaVinci Resolve? No. I use Vegas. I use Vegas Pro 22. What's good, A man? Yeah, just use Vegas Pro 22. That's my favorite editing software out of all the ones I tried. Anyways, yeah, let's figure this out. So recursive, this is the recursive function, but it also says, can you do it without any loop, without any recursion, right? That's the, I know that's not C-Lang. I'm glad you know that's not C-Lang. Yeah, so it says the last submission beats 100% of other people's runtime. That's obviously false. It's like obviously not true. Okay. But I don't want to go deep into the math. I suck at math. Let's read the digital root again. Oof, that is light as hell. Oh, I'm getting blinded. You have a challenge? Give me a challenge and go on. Go on, bruv. Alright. log bn. Alright, the thing is, there's just a bunch of letters. Don't make sense. What's your challenge, Padham? This don't make any sense. Since you're good at, I literally just said I'm not good at maths. I'm not good at maths. Bro. You're waffling hard, man. I'm not good at maths. I mean, I could do the same thing in Python. There wouldn't be any need, but I can. Can I see other people's solutions? Recursion and iteration, blah blah blah. Mod 9 equals 1 equals 0, and num does not equal 0. Create the universe and elements in C++ and create a PC in C++ with that materials you made in C++, then make a programming language with it, then rebuild Google using that language. Bro, why'd you give me such an easy problem? Like, you think I'm that silly, bro? You think I'm that silly? You think I can't make Google from scratch? Embarrassing. Okay, so this guy says you can do it in 2 lines. I'm not sure what this question mark is. What is question mark in C++? It's conditional operator, ternary operator. Okay. It's used to evaluate a condition and return one of 2 values based on whether the condition is true or false. So it evaluates a condition and returns one of 2 values based on if it's true or not. So it just returns true or false then. Don't get it. Let's ask my trusty friend. Create a C lang using binary. You're giving me 2 easy challenges. Explain what. If else, okay, that is not what Google said before. It evaluates a condition and returns one of 2 values that... Oh, I understand now. Okay, so the condition, that's what returns true or false. And then we use the question mark to signify that we're basically making an if else. So on the left side of the colon is it's true. That's the value if the condition is true. And on the right side, that's the value if the condition is false. Okay. That fully makes sense. See? ChatGPT is good if you use it correctly. If you use it for learning like that. Now let's see what's this. Num modulo 9. So if it's divisible by 9, if it's true, then oh wait, what was it? Was the left side first? Left side is true. Okay, so if it is divisible by 9, then you get the remainder. Okay. Otherwise, just return 9. Okay, I don't understand that. Let's walk through it step by step. So, num modulo 9. Let's say num equals 38. Num modulo 9 equals... We're not good with the mental maths. Okay, returns 2. Oh yeah. Nine times 4 is 36, so it returns 2. Okay, that's 2. And then Yeah, no, I still don't get it. If the number is divisible by 9, then get the remainder. Then do num modulo 9. Else return 9. How does that work? How on earth does that make any sense? Linux, you're cold. Crazy. Is that any problem? No. This is the add digits problem. I solved it using this code over here, but I commented out because I'm trying to find out a new solution. This is the solution I came up with after thinking about how the modulus operator works in like floor division and stuff. And it actually worked. It submitted perfectly, but now I'm trying to find out a different solution using the digital root formula, but it don't make sense, right? If the so I've written down, if the number is divisible by 9, then get the remainder, right? Otherwise return 9. Why are we returning 9? You're still in the same problem? No, I solved it, bro. I solved it. This is my code that I put in. These comments helped me understand what it actually did. And it works perfectly, but I'm just trying to find out a new solution. I copied this solution, new solution from somewhere else, over here, and I'm trying to work through step by step to understand it. How? I'm not doing any of that, bro. Sorting the digits, congrats. Yeah, thanks. It took me only 10 minutes after this stream started to solve it. There was a guy in last night's stream, I forgot his name, what was it? I think it was a senior developer. He basically said a fresh mind helps you solve the problem. And that is true because I had a fresh mind when the stream started. And yeah, solved it in like 15 minutes or something. So it's fine. It works. I will start a new problem in a minute, don't worry. I just want to understand this first. So, if it is divisible by 9, then we return 2. Otherwise, we return 9. So the only answers are 0, 2, or 9. Oh, wait a second. I think I understand it. Let's try a different number. Let's do 30. Let's do 30. Right? 9 times 3 is 27. That gives us a remainder of 3. So then that would return 3. The actual answer for if num equals 30 would be 3. That makes sense. That is sick. Tomorrow you have a maths test. Good luck. Wait, Linux, I thought you were like a senior developer, like about to retire. I didn't know seniors had maths tests. Alright, sick. Makes sense. You'll do fine, don't worry. Okay. Where'd you get such ugly emojis from? Like you must you must be scrolling to the depths of the emoji hell to find emojis like that. Also, how is Linux on 3rd place already? They are ugly. Don't give me back chat, blood. Sick. Okay, anyways, let's go to the next problem. So weird emojis. Okay. Add 2 numbers. Oh, I'm not doing that. That's a medium question. Reverse integer. That's got to be easy, right? That's got to be easy. Given a signed 32-bit integer, x, return x with its digits reversed. If reversing x causes the value to go outside the signed 32-bit range, then return 0. Fucking hell. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Max sum array. I'm not finding it, honestly. I'm not finding it. Oh. Maximum sub array. Okay. Oh, that's a medium challenge. I'll read it, but I'll probably won't do it. Given an integer array nums, okay. Find the subarray with the largest sum and returns its sum. So it's a 2-dimensional array. It's got to be a 2-dimensional array. It's got to be a 2. I need a new microphone. This one's breaking. Okay, so you just loop through it, sum it up. Yeah, but what does it mean by subarray? 4, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Apparently it's not 2-dimensional. That makes it much harder. This problem uses the most interesting algorithm. Let's see. I'm just gonna search up what algorithm does use. Cadence algorithm. Scans from left to right, maintaining 2 key variables. One for the max sum of subarray, ending at each at the current position, and another for the overall maximum sum so far. Okay. That's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. For the current, my current position in JavaScript, in C++. What the hell JavaScript am I talking about? I did JavaScript in school today, in college, so it's stuck in my head. I think LEETCODE is crazy hard. String to integer. Easiest. I think I tried this one before. I mean, I looked at it. Given an integer array nums, return true if any of the value appears more than once. Yeah, I did this one in Python. But this is NeetCode, this isn't LeetCode. It's a rip off LeetCode. And I would do two some as well, but I don't know how to do hash maps in C++. 2 pointers. What does that mean? Why are we using 2 pointers? Next stream should be learning about C++ hash maps or even data structures and algorithms. I mean, I can do it this stream. I would like to learn DSA. Yeah, but I don't know what logarithms are. I haven't learned about them yet, so I can't do that. Given an integer array nums in non-decreasing order. So it's going up, okay, buddy. Remove the duplicates in place. Is that a different algorithm? In place algorithm, bro. Why is everything going to be an algorithm? I'm starting to hate algorithms. This requires ON extra space. It's fine. You know I'm going to say, unfortunately. You nerd. Wikipedia is such a nerd. Okay. I'm not doing that. Surely this one has to be easy. Surely this one has to be easy. Literally, if it has duplicates. If it has a duplicate, return true. If it doesn't have duplicate, return false. That is so easy. That is so easy. Right, if I fail this, I'm gonna delete my channel. I'm gonna delete my channel. I mean, there's no way. I'm gonna delete. Okay, so why are we in Python? I wanna do C++. Okay, sick. Wait, I got a message. 1 sec. Oh, crazy. Okay. I'll do data structures and algorithms later, after this one. So, vector, got a loop through the vector. So, let's think of it logically, right? Got a loop through the vector. I also need a dynamic, like, array to keep adding on to it. Okay, so has appeared. Oh, piss off, Ian Barseagal, brother. I do not want you. Okay, so has appeared. Let's do that. Make the font just a bit bigger, please, like zoom in. Is that better? We can do this one. Okay. Oh, 1 sec. What's that? Oh, this Discord server is spamming me, bro. 1 sec. You're all good now. Perfect. Okay, good. Mohammed Hamid, welcome. Hell nah. Summit, don't start complaining. Don't start complaining. Don't you dare. Hey Mohammed, you're back. Welcome back. The star of the stream. Mohammed, welcome back. Do a 4 each loop. Right, so. Ooh. That's the... Who's messaging me? Oh. Fair enough. Mohammed. Bro, my bad. My bad. You're building. Mohammed's building. Good luck to whatever you're building, Mohammed. Okay. So since it's we're getting a reference to nums, I don't know if we have to dereference it. I'm not too sure about how like this referencing stuff works in C++. But I'm just gonna go with what I think I know. So if I in, ooh, I can't do in, can I? Can I? I don't think that's logical. That's not correct syntax. That's not correct syntax. Now, everything's fine apart from this syntax. I think it's a bit sketchy. Please log in. Bro. I don't want to log in. Linux, I'm not procrastinating. I'm not procrastinating. Piss off. I'm not procrastinating. You can see I'm literally programming right now. I'm thinking programmatically. Okay. I'm logged in now. This should work. Let's try this again. Yeah, I said that would work. I said that wouldn't work. I'm just gonna get the syntax real quick. Okay, that's what I did. Int ix, that's what I did. No way, do I need another for loop? That's crazy. Can I just use an if statement? Damn it. Okay, looks like we need another for loop. Whatever. Whatever, that's fine. That's fine. That is okay. But that should be down there. If oh, that made things a bit more complicated. So when you pass an argument into a function and use it, it actually makes a copy of it, but when you pass it by reference, it uses I, the actual value, without any copy. Man, typing on mobile sucks. Do you not have a PC, blood? Thanks for the knowledge. Okay. So if has appeared at position J is equal to I, then return false. Otherwise, do nothing. Otherwise, push back. And then it wants us to return false. Okay. And then at the end of this for loop, we just return true. Oh wait, I think I did it the wrong way around. I just gotta swap these around, 1 sec. I'll just mix the trues and false. Yeah, okay. That was super easy. I do, but I'm currently in bed. You're too comfy to go on PC. I understand. Not everyone is as Sigma as us to be on a PC. Some people just gotta lay in bed forever, rot away. It's just how it is sometimes. Just how it is. Alright. Or what? How'd I get it wrong? What have I done wrong? Okay, let's... Have I got a debugger? I'm gonna go in my debugger, see if it'll help. So I don't know why I got that wrong. Why have I got so many errors? What the fuck? Bro. That one's there. That one's there. That one's there. That one's there. Why am I getting an error? This... Fuck. Bro. These errors are false. They're not real. Michael Jordan. Welcome, Jord. You have no many times how... You have no many... Fuck me. You have no idea how many times I've been called that. I bet a lot. Shift to Linux soon.
No.
You might just want to use vector's find method instead, or just change the if condition to I equals j. I guess that works too. Alright. I've been daily driving Linux for about 6 months and never going back. Oh, tackle messed up. Enough method is ChatGPT. Nah, we're not doing ChatGPT. Main? What's wrong with main, you silly Billy? Linux, I think it's much of a silly Billy. The only solution I could think for is using hash maps. You've been following for a bit but not managed to catch a stream. Really? You're 26 and genuinely inspired by my journey. Keep going. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad I have inspired someone. That makes me feel very good. You're on Linux Mint. Bro. Linux Mint. I installed Linux Mint on a laptop that was from like early 2000s because that's the only thing that would work on it. And you're telling me you're on Mint. Bro. I felt like a grandma, like a pair of grandparents when I was using Linux Mint. It felt so like too simple. It felt like Windows 7, Windows 8, something like that. Windows XP. Welcome, Will. But it makes sense because Ubuntu based Mint has obviously 3 times the bloat. Oh no, all of the Mint people are coming. They're gonna colonize the stream. Or you can customize it to look and work like a Mac. Who wants a Mac? I think everyone here loves Linux, apart from me and Mohammed. I'm sure I'll love Linux if I actually start using it. I like Kali Linux. Kali Linux makes me feel cool. I feel like a script kiddie. Why you welcome me at the start? Well, that don't make sense. Why didn't you welcome me? I did welcome you, you melon. I welcomed you, Will. Absolute silly Billy. Anyways, back to this. What? Shit. Kali Linux is not meant to be a daily driver kind of OS. Yeah, I just used it for like script kiddie stuff. It's really cool. I like Kali Linux. No, but not at the start when I joined. What, like an hour ago? I didn't know you joined an hour ago. You're gonna disappear again. Alright, see you later. Tried manually signing Kali Linux on my boot MGR and the laptop BIOS got corrupted. It's the if condition, it's out of range. Good thing we have a what's it called? A debugger. Do you want to get into quant trading? I wish I knew what that meant. You are comparing has appeared J element to I instead of comparing J to I. Since you are doing a range-based loop, not an index-based loop. Okay, well, I just do -1 then. I'll just do, Wait. has appeared. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I meant to do an index-based loop. Okay, forgive me for this silly mistake, right? I understand my mistake now. That fully makes sense, right? I was just speed running it for some reason. Well, that should be it. Yeah, okay, it got accepted. Forgiven. Sick. Okay, so as I remembered, I did actually do this problem in 2024 with Python, but yeah, I don't know where I was gonna go with that. I was just saying, I did it already a year ago. Anyway, it's done now. Isn't that the kind of thing where a goldfish is better than any algorithm in existence and any expert who ever lived? What? Isn't that the kind of thing where a goldfish is better than any algorithm in existence? What is bro waffling on about? Ah, you're talking about quant trading. Okay. Okay. I was getting worried there, Taku. I thought you were hallucinating. Anyway, this is done. So I want to do some data structures and algorithms. So I've already done 2 LEETCODEs this stream. W3 Schools is quite good. I like this one. I use it. I've been using it in my schoolwork for a few years and multiple different things. Do I have XAMPP? Oh, I do. I'm not gonna use it. I was wondering if I still had it. Okay. Just popped in my head. Right. Data structures are used to store and organize data. An array is an example of data structure. Yeah. Do you guys want me to zoom in? If it works, it works. If it works, it works. That's my motto. STD count. I can see fine without the zoom, even without using full screen mode. But then again, I have a huge screen. Can Python solve all code forces questions, or will it get TLE? What does TLE mean? Should C++ be chosen instead? Well, yeah. I mean, C++ is way better than Python in terms of efficiency in that. Time limit exceeded. Oh, okay, I understand. Well, I don't know the answer to that question, but I would guess that the answer would be no, because the really hard questions, they do require a lot of processing. And I think Python would be a bit slow for that. Just a guess. You haven't tried, but I'd wager you can still do all of it in Python, even though it would be much slower. I mean, anything's possible. So, C++ includes many data structures. Okay, it handles data in different ways. So basically, data structures, they're used to handle data. They used to store data. That's basically what it is on a top-down level concept, like description. These are part of the STL, which stands for Standard Template Library. Sick. STL is a library that consists of data structures and algorithms to effectively store and manipulate data. So vector is a data structure, okay. Okay, it says here for the list, it's not accessible by the index, but you can do that in Python. That's weird. Why can't you access it by index? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of the list if you can't access it by the index? Vector is like a list, yeah. Because list in Python isn't the same thing, it's more like C++ vector. So a list in Python is different from a list in data structures. Okay, so you can grow dynamically as well. You can add and remove elements from the beginning and at the end of the list, while vectors are generally optimized for adding and removing at the end. Okay. Unlike vectors, a list does not support random access, meaning you cannot directly jump to its index. So how do you access the elements then? How to access elements in a C++ list? You cannot. To access elements, you cannot access them. Bidirectional iterators. Bro, what? This means accessing an element by index requires traversing the list from the beginning to end. So you can traverse through it, just not efficiently. Like, that's like the worst time complexity in the world. Or the second worst. Or like array list in Java. I don't remember Java anymore, man. Vector here is an object, I guess. I mean, if you ask game devs who haven't done C++, a vector might be related to position, rotation, movement for them, rather than thinking of it as a dynamic array. I mean, that's what I thought a vector was when I used to do game programming in C++ in C# for Unity, and we used vectors to like store positions on the XYZ coordinate. I mean, I just thought it was like 3 elements, 3 values which you can just change, and it was just called a vector for some reason. There must be methods for that list. .get. Like .get. Okay. Yeah, there's gotta be. Otherwise it would be useless. Cool. Stack. Now this is something I want to learn about. I mean, I want to learn all of it, but yeah. A stack stores multiple elements in a specific order called last in, first out. That's it. Last in, first out. Last in, first out. Alright. Think of a pile of pancakes where pancakes are both added and removed from the top. So when removing a pancake, it will always be the last one you added. Okay. This way of organizing elements is called last in, first out. Or shouldn't it be first in, last out? The first pancake goes at the bottom, and then the last pancake goes at the top. Right? Unlike vectors, elements in the stack are not accessed by index numbers. Stack aren't accessed by index as well. Ain't nothing accessible by index in this language. I think you can define a vector as something like a collection of variables of the same type with dynamic size. So the game dev vectors would be more like array double2 or array double3, etc. First in, first out is like Q. Yeah, the last one to get it into the stack is the first one to get out. The last one to get into the stack is the first one. Ah, I was thinking of it in the opposite direction. So the last pancake on it, right, is the first one to go. That makes sense. That makes sense. Since elements are added and removed from the top, you can only access the element at the top of the stack. I'm just having a guess, right? I've never used a stack in my life before, but that would get pretty annoying. If you can only access the last element, that means if you want to access the first element, you gotta delete all of the other elements before that. That's gonna be annoying. Yeah, wait. Maybe you heard of call stacks. It's the same concept. Yeah, like okay. In Visual Studio, we have this call stack with the debugger. Let me put a breakpoint. Let me see if I can get the call stack. I just want to see where is it? Yeah, here it is. I hope you guys can see it. It's quite small. I can't zoom in, so you guys are gonna have to just suffice with this. Zooming in does not work. So right here on the bottom, we have main. Main is at the top of the stack. On where is it? Wait, no. It says main's on line 23, but line 23 has duplicates. Weird. Okay, so has duplicate is the next thing on the stack. So in order for main to finish, it needs to finish the execution of has duplicate function first. And then we can access the main function, or like, yeah. I think that's how it works. %99% of the time you just use vector, map or unordered map, sometimes Q or DQ, depending on what you want. You can make a case for each STO container being useful in some situation, but most of the time it's just vector and unordered map, honestly. Okay? So unordered map is just a hash map. In a program where you have multiple functions, stack is used to store and execute them in order, yeah. I don't think I've ever used std stack in your life. I did use set at some point, but before I realized I need a vector instead and should take care of my uniqueness. Alright. Yourself. Fair enough. Original. We've got Original in the chat. What's good, man? What's good? Original, you came at the perfect time because I'm leaving to get my water, so you're gonna be here alone now. Goodbye. What's good? Greetings, original. You solved this problem using hash maps and it took 14 milliseconds. What problem? What problem are we talking about? What, the duplicate one? I already solved it. Don't need that anymore. Why have I got a terminal up? Oh, the debugging. Bro, I nearly scared myself. I was like, am I getting hacked? Did the hacker just open up CMD on my computer while I was gone? Anyways, we don't need that, so... Okay. Wait. Wait, why did you delete the message? We didn't need to delete that one. Communism in the chat. Wait, one second. How does original have second place? Wait. How does original have second place? He just entered the stream. This guy's hacking. This guy's hacking. I'm actually gonna have to ban him. This is not fair. This is not fair, bro. Wait, what the hell? Nah, explain your ways. How? Bro. You just joined 1 minute ago. This is your first message. At 8:39 PM, you sent your first message. Bro, what the Summit, you got number 1 because you're talking a lot and you've been in the chat for a long time. But I don't know how on earth original is already second place. Space-time bends the way. No, we're not banning original. We're not banning original. No. Ah. That is crazy though. That's good. That's crazy. L is before O, so then it should be further now. You know, I think this has something to do with YouTube's stack. Anyways, let's get back to this one. So, to use a stack, you have to include stack header file. Unfortunate. I had to make my own stack from scratch. Okay, so we define a struct. Yeah, so we can just do it ourselves. Sick. Anyways, back to this. Stacks cars. Okay, let's try this out. I don't know why I'm trying out. It's pretty easy. add the elements we use dot push method. This is not a function, it's a method. You melon. It's a method, not a function. The stack will look like this. Yeah, the last element's at the top. Sick. Okay. You can only access the top element. Dot top. And that's it. Dot pop to remove it. Okay. Dot size. Okay, this seems pretty simple. This does not seem complicated at all. If I'd make a guess so far, I'd say the stack is the easiest data structure to learn. Easiest data structure. I'd say it's the stack. Is the array? Oh, what's happening? Welcome Catfish81. I remember you from a previous stream. Catfish, very lovely name you have. What's happening? I did a couple LEETCODE challenges. I obliterated them. And now I'm just learning data structures and algorithms. Why are we looking at the stack library? Because I wanted to learn how it works and I realized it's pretty simple. So we're going to move on to queue. So stores elements in a specific order. First in, first out. Think of a queue as people standing in a line in a supermarket. The first person to stand in line is also the first person who can pay and leave. Okay, but where do we actually use this? Like, in which real world situation do we use queues? Well, probably if you're making a digital queue, if you have a bunch of people lined up on a website, this is what would be good. But why wouldn't you just use an array, right? Or a list? All of these are just sounding like lists. They're all just complicated arrays. Same thing. Linux is place 6. Yeah, you gotta send more message. As soon as you declare a variable, it will be on the stack is in a LIFO order. You're already using it. The library just makes it explicit. What is the end game with all of this for you, Gabe? Do you have an idea that you want to create? I do not have an idea. I just want to become a software engineer. I wanna make my own business. I'm just doing this for fun, man. I've been programming since I was little. I just do this for fun. I want to make robots or something. Software engineering. Desktop apps. Stuff like that. Async programming. Okay. Okay. They are not complicated arrays. How dare you? I dared. They are complicated arrays. You can't really disagree with that. But they're useful. It's like you 30 years ago. Oh, Catfish. Wait. We got a senior software engineer in the chat. Everyone hail Catfish. Bro has more experience than double my life. More than double your life, actually. Because remember, Catfish, he started learning 30 years ago. But he's got to be at least in his teenage years or maybe 20s. So I'm guessing Catfish is like 50. Around 50. 50 years old. That is... That's like 3 times my age. Not quite. Yeah. 50 was just like a median guess. It could be higher or lower. So that means you started programming when you were in your teens. Catfish. You could have still been coding since I popped out and I would be 15 years behind it. Yeah, man. Age does that to you. What can I say? Yeah, just overcomplicated the race. Back to this one. A set, yeah. The map, right? I really like the hash maps. Hash maps are good. This is extremely useful. This is extremely useful. Now in dictionary, just in a... What am I talking about? In Python, we call them dictionary. I don't know why Python has to just use different words, but it does. Yes, on the TRS 80 to start with, and I'm still not a programmer also. Alright. You'll be the next Terry Davis. No one's gonna be the next Terry Davis. Don't put his name down. You're not gonna be the next Terry Davis. Circular Q is the most complicated one. Circular Q, blood. What? I do not see that one there. If it's not on this list, it does not exist. The person and the kernel. Whoa. I think we annoyed Linux. Oh well. Linux does not appear anymore. Bro, why have I got so many simps in my chat? I've actually got so many simps. Not only is my moderator, Will, he's a simp, right? And who's the other ones? I forgot. Who was it? Everyone's simping for Linux. You guys have never talked to a female in your life, man. I swear down. Speak of the devil. Because it's type of Q. Will you try Java programming any day? I tried it 5 years ago. I'm not trying it again. I'm not trying it again. Mocky! Write some code. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, mate. Leave me alone. I've got my chat to read as well. Welcome, Mocky. How you doing? Right, we've got map. I need to learn maps. I need to learn hash maps. So. Wait a second, I've hit a pothole. What is the difference between these two? They're both They're both associative containers used to store key value pairs, but differences their structures, blah blah blah. So map is a self-balancing binary tree. What the fuck? Red black? Bro, what are these words? Red black tree, which ensures the elements are stored in sorted order based on the key. Okay. The structure guarantees logarithmic time complexity. A log event for insertion, deletion. So map is better than unordered map. Okay, so unordered map is the actual hash table. That's the one we use for like twosome and stuff like that. Like dictionaries, which does not maintain any specific order of elements. So I think unordered, I'm just having a guess now, unordered map would be more efficient because it doesn't use a lot of processing time for guaranteeing the logarithmic time complexity. Okay. So use map for large data sets and use unordered map for little data sets. Yeah, unordered map outperforms map. That confirms my guess from 1 minute ago. Sick. Okay, I understand. So we're going to be using unordered map because it's better. So yeah. So we got the accessible by keys. Yeah, that's good. Automatically sorted. That's just map. Okay. So let's try this then. Let's create a map. We do unordered map. Unordered map. And we do. The key is gonna be. Let's make an int, right? Key. And then the value is gonna be. Let's say a name, right? Okay. So the key is gonna be the from 0 to infinity, and then the value is gonna be the actual name. Yeah. I'm just thinking now. I want to, if I want to have like dictionaries within. Why am I calling it dictionaries? If I want to have maps inside maps, how would I do such a thing? How can I make a multi-dimensional map? Actually, I'm gonna guess. 1 sec. Alright, and then that would be. It would just be like that, innit? Does it work? It does work, okay. So we can access each multi-dimensional map using the key. So 0 would be one map, 1 would be another map. I think that's how it works. Is that how it works? Oh, what's going on? Focus with all of this ADHD distraction going on. Put your metamorphic ankh muffs on. What's ankh muffs? Catfish, what is ankh muffs? What, like... Wait, how did you guess I had ADHD, bro? What the hell? Linux got first place. Well done. Okay, somehow Linux has 150 XP. This is clearly a joke system. Right? Linux is... Wait. YouTube needs to fix their game. It's clearly broken. Yeah, someone's definitely hacking. Someone's hacking. You're gonna steal those points. Hey, Will, that's... You're not Romanian. That's not... That's my job, man. Communism. What's going on? I don't know if mods are allowed to be number 1. Linux is a female. It's a girl. If they're a guy, then maybe I need to start getting my game up. Mapception. I'm gonna chance my name to I'm a girl. Please don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna turn all of my viewers into like Sims. Use ChatGPT. Yeah, I will. I will use ChatGPT when I have a question. Like early in this stream, I used ChatGPT. I asked it a very nice question, and I learned really nice. So it just depends how you use it. AI is fine. Why do you even need nested maps? Well, there are some situations where you would need it. I just can't remember it. I can't think of any now. Like, what is it? Like if you want to make a 3D database, like you know what I mean? 3D database would be one situation. No way, bro, call me the father. Yeah, we're not using stack anymore. She doubled like in one go. Active noise cancelling earmuffs. Let's check what this is. See what this one is. Kids with autism. Bro, I'm not autistic. Well, not that I know of, at least. I'm alright, I'm alright. Bunch of simps here. Wait, what did Summit do wrong? Well, why are you forgiving Summit? He did nothing wrong. There are no decent guys. Wow. Okay, sick. Well, let's just go back to the one-dimensional map. Now I want to see if I can automate this system. If I just find out how to add more values. Add elements, okay. So we just use a square bracket. Okay. That's good then. So we can make this into a data dictionary, like a database sort of. Just for testing purposes. So if I start off at 0, I don't need to start off at 0, but I will. So name, let's say John. Right, and I want to do the rest of code. So like automation. So how can I do a range? Range-based loop. Okay. I'll just automate it fully. Okay. So that should do it. Now I want to output it all. So for int people, and then we just do. Why isn't that working? How do we iterate through it? How do I iterate? Oh, here it is. Loop through a map. You can loop through a map using a for each loop. That's what I'm doing. However, there are a couple of things you need to be aware of. You should use auto. This allows the compiler to automatically... But I know for a fact it's an integer. Ah, okay. So first gets the key, and then dot second gets the value. That makes sense. Right. Okay, let's use auto. That might fix it. Okay, for some reason that fixed it. For some reason that fixed it. Let's just try again. So I can just do it up here. So std cout I dot first. Well, no, I don't need first. Actually, I do, yeah. Dot I dot second. Okay. I have a new keyboard, and this doesn't have the backslash button. Look, it's supposed to be there where my finger is, right? It's not there. It's not there. What do I do? Bro, where's the backslash button? Oh, I'm so cooked. Where's the... Okay, I'm just gonna have to use a different method. I need to get another keyboard, man. Okay. Alright, let's try this one out. Let's see if it works. It works. I'm so smart. That's crazy. Alright, let's read the chat. You guys are talking so much in the chat, I can't read it all. If you had a coin for every guy interested in me and I had a -1 coin for every girl, weirdly I'd have 0 coins. So 1 girl liked you, 1 guy liked you. Or maybe 0 liked you on both sides. How about you write people and see what methods pop up? That's a good idea. Just for testing purposes. People dot. So we got find. Alright, now the problem with all of this, it doesn't actually tell you what the method does. It doesn't, does it? Right, in Python we got perfectly telling us what it does. Look at this, right? Is integer. Returns true. Exists for duck type compatibility, right? Next. Bit count, wait. It returns the number of bits necessary to represent itself in binary, okay? Why don't we have this functionality in C++? Why does C++ have to suck so much? Gabe is looking in. That's true. Free GCSE boys. He's 15. Will is a very good guy. I'd happily advocate that Will is a very nice person. You wear thigh highs so it pressurizes more blood flow from your lower body to your brain while programming. That's some top tier strategies. Yeah, I despise auto as well. Get a virtual keyboard. That's gonna make it slower. You guys are waffling so much. Original, are you a nice person? 50-50. Apart from all the times you criticize me, you're fine. If you write C++ in VS Code, then it will show the explanation to you. It doesn't. I just proved my point. It doesn't show what it does. It just shows the template definition or whatever. It doesn't say what it does. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Oof, time flies. Time flies when you're learning. Anyway, I will Visual Studio doesn't show explanation for methods. That's just called IntelliJ or intelligent whatever. Tools. Options. Text editor. Yeah. General. Auto list. Where? Auto list members and parameter information are checked. They are checked. Yeah, that didn't help. It's not VS Code. Original, I said you're 50-50. The one you open for Python is the VS Code, yeah. But I'm saying it should show up for this one as well. Alright. It's fine. If you want to reverse the order, you can use greater type. I don't think you'd ever need to reverse a map. Okay. That's good then. I'm glad I finally learned how to use hash maps in C++. I can end the stream off in a victory at this point. Bro, I'm on Do Not Disturb. How am I getting messaged? That's the ID problem, not the language. Okay. Okay, I'll try find a different ID then. Gabe, you should learn the stack, not the library, but the real stack of the compiler. What do you mean? The real stack? Yeah, I did. Like, when I go into debugging mode in Visual Studio, it shows the stack of the functions. Why is Gabe finishing? Because I said I'd finish at 9 o'clock and I'm already 20 minutes over schedule. But it was good, it was worth it. I want to sleep at like 9:50. I want to go to sleep at 10 PM. But if I go to bed at 9:50, it takes me like 10-20 minutes to fall asleep. Then by the time it hits 10 PM, I can actually sleep. I'm actually fast asleep. That's how you fix your sleep schedule. And you wake up at the same time every day. No matter what. Like last night I slept at like 12 o'clock because the stream was going off. It was going like really hard. I still woke up at 7. Still did my stuff. Even though I got like 6 something hours of sleep. Okay, well that's it. That's it. I'm definitely going to do more data structures and algorithms in the next streams. Because it was quite fun. And hash maps, yeah, very useful. Etc. Yeah. That's going to be it. It's going to be it. Oh, damn. Oh. Anyways. Okay, so for some reason, I've got 3 chats. I've got 3 chats. How crazy is this? Let me put that back to normal. Okay. It's 1 PM for you. Lovely. Alright, guys. Hope you all have a good night. Or a good rest of your day. If you're in America like Summit. And yeah, good night. See you next stream. Which will probably be tomorrow or the day after. You send condolences for my sleep schedule. My sleep schedule's fine, bro. It's fine. You want a good night kiss? Maybe. Mwah! That's it. You're off to work now? Brilliant, brilliant. I've got work tomorrow as well. So yeah, that'll be it. Good night. Peace, peace, peace.